Dave here, JDH Reptiles. Clutch 15 update. And before we get started, you've seen the photo for this video. The answer is no. I see it all the time, at least a couple times a week. And now I've seen it on Brian Barczyk's videos multiple times. GHI and Mojave are allelic. So, I'm going to show you the sire to this clutch. He is in shed, or in blue. This here is a GHI Mojave scaleless head. Okay? So GHI and Mojave are both incomplete dominant. So is the scaleless head gene. All three, from my understanding, all three do have a super form. You get the scaleless from the scaleless head. There is a super GHI and there's a super Mojave, which is a blue-eye leucistic. And why people think these are on the same allele? Maybe because they make a cool combo. I don't know. But they're not. So, we're going to go over this clutch and I'm going to show you the animals here. And not only am I going to go over what we got, we're going to discuss GHI and Mojave. So I'm going to bring the camera down. Yes, my cart is dirty. Yes, I don't care. I need to clean it up. I got a little bit of perlite on it. But I'm trying to move over some animals that have shed into new tubs. And I was making a mess and I figured it was time to do this video anyways. So we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to pan the camera down and we're going to look at these animals. Alright guys, so here is the clutch. There were 9 animals. Before we get into this, I do want to show you there is one that has not shed yet, but I want to be completely clear with you guys. We'll start with this one. Pastel Mojave, not a scaleless head. So that one still needs a shed, so we'll put that one back. All the others have done so. So we're going to start with the least amount of genes first, and we'll go from there. Let's see. Well, this might not be the least amount of genes. I think I got 3. Here we go. So first one up is just a pastel. It's not a scaleless head. It's not a pastel Mojave. It's not a GHI combo. It is just a pastel. So, right here, this in itself tells you this clutch is not allelic. Because, again, the sire was a GHI Mojave scaleless head, and the female was a pastel. And the fact that we got a pastel single gene tells you that GHI and Mojave are not allelic. Otherwise, that means the male would have to throw at least GHI or Mojave. Can't throw both, so that would mean everything in this clutch would have to be GHI combos, or Mojave combos. And this is just a single gene pastel. No scaleless head, no Mojave, nothing. So there's one. And we'll go over to this one here. I have a feeling I'm going to get bit in this video. So this would be the next step. This here is just a pastel scaleless head. So again, no GHI. It's got a cool pattern, but I think some of that comes from the scaleless head. But it's not a GHI. It's not a Mojave. It is just a pastel. And as you can see there on its head, it's a scaleless head. I know it's a little blurry. It's probably because the camera's trying to pick up all the animals back here. But this is the animal it needs to be focusing on. So, pastel scaleless head. That's the second one. And a third one. This one here as well is just a pastel scaleless head. So, you know, it's bright, it's nice, but it's just a pastel with a scaleless head. So remember, two scaleless heads together make a scaleless animal. However, you do not have to make scaleless animals. If you're not a fan of them, you could still make some amazing combos with some amazing head pattern. And the scaleless head does help to amp up the color in the animals. Really nice. Kind of does a little bit of wackiness with the pattern too, the scaleless head does. But yeah, pastel scaleless head. Alright, we're going to go to the next step. This is the first Mojave, besides the one I originally showed you. This one here is a pastel Mojave scaleless head. So really cool. Looks nice, nice and clean, nice and crisp. Pastel Mojave scaleless head. Yeah, there we go. All right. Next one in is this one here. This is a Pastel GHI. And now you can see the difference here. You can see the granulation here. You can see the true GHI pattern coming through. So see, this is definitely different than this. 110%. Big difference. Pastel GHI, single gene pastel. Big difference. But yeah, beautiful little pastel GHI. Very cool animal. Put all these pastels back. By the way, I want to go back to this first one, the one that has not shed. I made a mistake. I wasn't thinking, I forgot. This one here, I believe this to be just a Mojave. It's not a pastel. You can see a difference in the head blushing. So if I remember right, I think I said this was a pastel Mojave. It is not. This is just a single gene Mojave. No scales head, no pastel. Alright, kind of went out of order here. This is a single gene GHI. Actually, I take it back. I didn't really go out of order, because this is a GHI scaleless head, is what this is. Really cool pattern. Looks so nice. GHI, gotta have it. Look at that. Such a very nice, crisp, clean animal. Scaleless head does a lot to help with that. Makes this look just absolutely amazing. Just a beautiful animal. Alright. Next one up, this is kind of like the all gene animal. So this here, actually this is not the all gene animal. This is one step up below that. This is a pastel GHI Mojave, but it is not scaleless head. So really nice looking animal, nice, crisp and clean. Beautiful pattern. I love how bright and washed out it is with the pastel. Probably the one time I actually really like pastel is in this pairing. And it was funny because when I produced this, I thought to myself, you know what? That'd be okay if we don't hit any pastels. And I take that back. This thing is so cool. This one, however, is the all gene animal, and this one is my one and only holdback in this clutch. I'm pretty sure we are going to sell everything else. This here is a pastel GHI Mojave scaleless head. And this is really what I was trying to make, with or without the scaleless head, or sorry, with or without the pastel. But honestly, now that I have the pastel in it, I look at it and I think to myself, this right here is a great combo. It looks so nice. And I absolutely love it. And I'm so glad we made it. So we are going to keep it here. So everything else in this clutch is going to be available. I'll sex them here real quick for you guys so you know what's going on. It looks like a female GHI pastel. looks like a female JDH Pastel Mojave. That's a male Mojave Pastel Scaleless head. If I remember correctly, all three of the pastels are male. And I think this is going to be a female too, if I remember correctly. Yes, so GHI Scaleless head's a female. So that's right, I remember sexing these before. So you got those three pastel, the pastel and the two pastel scaleless heads are males. The Mojave Scaleless head is a male. These are all females. And I'm going to pester this boy one more time. This Mojave here, the one that hasn't shed yet, that one is a male. So, nice little group of animals here. If there's anything you're interested in, you can send me an email and we will discuss pricing, what'll be available or what is available when they start eating, and go from there. But cool little clutch. Love these animals. They look amazing. Just couldn't be happier. Alright guys, that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. So GHI and Mojave, not a lilac. No reason to discuss this anymore. It really isn't. It never has been. I'm not sure where that came from. Maybe, like I said, maybe just because it makes a cool combo together. But it's not. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to come back for more. Like, share, and subscribe if you'd like to help support these videos. Leave some comments down below if you have questions or just want to chit-chat. I answer every comment that's left. Until next time, guys, we got a handful more here already that we need to shed. We also have like 10 more in the incubator still need to come out. And I think we're waiting on like 3 more clutches for the year. So, still a bit more to go. And then we're soon going to jump right back into the breeding season. So make sure you swing back for the next video. If you hit the bell, you'll get notified of the next video. Until next time, thank you again. I appreciate your support. We'll talk to you then.